All right, so I got a new tarot deck today. It's Doreen Virtue's Fairy Tarot Cards deck. And it's not a new release, but it's new to me. And I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't opened the box yet, but I wanted to open it and do a reading just to see the energy of the cards and the messages that it has for me. And maybe, just maybe, you might like the images too. So I usually do an interview spread for every new deck, an oracle deck that I get. And I'm just going to go ahead and give them a good shuffle. The intention that I'm setting is for the interview spread. So the first card is going to be, what is the main energy of the deck? What is the energy of the deck itself? Then the second card is going to be, what is this deck's greatest strength? Then the third card is going to be, what is this deck's greatest weakness? And then the last card, the fourth card, is going to be, tell me a message about me as a reader and how I can best use this deck. So this deck already feels pretty good to shuffle. The cards are new, the cards are pretty stiff. I haven't really broken them in yet, but it seems like they shuffle nicely. And I like the silver. I like the silver edges that they have as well. It's pretty cool. This is what the back looks like. It's a fairy with glittery wings. She's very majestic. So I'm just going to give it another quick shuffle, and I feel like it's just about done. Oops. Okay. Alright, so setting the intentions for a good reading here. And feel like it's about complete. Not quite. Okay, first card. So the energy of the first card, King of Summer. I don't know how well you can see that, but the King of Summer is honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So I feel like the second line really stands out to me the most. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. And he's standing there pretty proud. This fairy king, King of Summer. I think that's the King of Cups, which would be related to Cancer. That would translate to Cancer. Cancer is creature comforts, things that are familiar. I really do like working with fairies and fairy realms and fairy energy. I have since I was a child. I don't feel that it's childish. I feel that it's childlike, and I haven't let that part of me die. So I really enjoy working with the fairy realms, and yeah, I feel like I get good messages, and it's very familiar to me. So that Cancer, King of Cups, King of Summer energy is it's comforting in a way. Okay, so the second card is going to be the greatest strength, which is the Three of Autumn. Three of Autumn. And it looks like it's a fairy at work here, putting together something creative. It says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So I guess I'm probably going to use this deck in some of my future readings for this channel. I guess that's what it wants to be used for. That's the greatest strength, is to be used in a career or maybe a public setting, a group setting. It's a solitary fairy who's kind of working on something. It looks like he's using his hands to sort of create this shiny stone or crystal. Shiny stones, it looks like a clear crystal quartz or something of the like, which is about clear communications, clear messages, and something that he's working on with his hands, using tarot with hands. So I'm probably going to use this deck for the public. Okay, greatest weakness, the Two of Autumn. It's kind of a lovely card for being a weakness. But it says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and an exceptional talent for multitasking. So I would assume that the greatest weakness would be multitasking, or bringing in too many messages, reading in too much to it, because it is rather whimsical, but I do feel like since it does have the meanings of the card down here at the bottom, I think it's just saying to kind of stick to the messages that are given on the card. I might want to use them with other decks as like a supplemental thing. I feel like it's just saying not to use too many different decks at the same time. I feel like it wants to just kind of have its own spotlight. Okay, so how I can best use this deck as a reader and deck together. Got the Ace of Summer. I love it. It's beautiful. This kind of is a kickback to that King of Summer, but it's a fairy here with a dove, and she's got her arms spread wide open as if to receive these wonderful messages. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I like that. It looks like a little curly-haired sun goddess in the middle, and I do feel like she is receiving these epiphanies or messages. So this is a pretty straightforward interview. So it's very cuppy and earthy. And then the shadow card, which is just an extra message here, is the Ten of Autumn. So this is also another earth card. I feel like autumn to me is earth, and earth is nature, Mother Nature's spirits, in this case fairies that are of the forest. They live in this realm, they live in a very earthy realm. Haven't gotten any of the, I guess, winter or spring cards because it's very dreamy and very earthy. There are many people here in this picture. There are many people that might like to also benefit from this card deck as well. Like I said, I want to use it probably in my future readings. So that is the main message of my new fairy tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue. Love her decks. I have several of them, so I can't wait to do more readings on this with these. So I just thought I would share my my new gift.